performance predictions for you that would get you within a quarter or not. I can give you a number of different water lines, but the boat will rotate, of course, depending on how you build it, and in fact, I think the easiest way to show that to you is I'll rotate the boat right here, just give you an example. One second, I'll delete these. So let's say, go to profile, and Super 2 here. All right, see that little change right there? That is what happens with a boat with 500 pounds on one side of the teeter-totter versus the other.
Right.
Now, if you take and put 1,500 pounds on one side of the teeter-totter or the other, you get something more like this. And that's at the extremes of the teeter-totter. This is what we get when somebody says, "Oh, I'm going to put all my fuel in the cockpit, and I'm going to build my interior out of trisol."
Exactly. And that's...
we don't have any input on the project, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, my boat's blowing around the dock. I can't keep the nose anywhere, and I'm too high out of the water to get my bow thruster's sucking air." And so, a year later, they poured concrete or lead in the bow of the boat and blast over. And the weight and balance analysis was, who knows, it could have been for a smaller boat maybe $5,000, for a bigger boat it might have been $25,000, for a big super yacht or something. But they would pay 3 times that to solve their problem later. But
right.
And
I
that...
just have to throw that out there.
Yeah, and that's...
We're not providing all the detailed plans. I can't tell you what's going to happen with this versus the pods, except to say this would be your float line at X number of pounds if you distribute your weight to do it. And you've got to do the math yourself to get it to set like that.
And that's why I brought that point up, Russ. Just making
Yep.
making sure you're aware of that.